Alrighty guys, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. Really excited. I actually got a pre-order for Trends Hobby in today. So it was 4 of them. And we're going to be taking a look at the Lamborghinis tonight. So, of course, these are the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 EVO2s from DTM. Not sure what year of DTM because it doesn't say. That's my one major nitpick with Trends Hobby is they're very vague on their packaging. And then I also did get these Porsche Taycan Turbo GTs. One in green, one in purple. We'll save those for another video. But yeah, gonna take a look at both these Lamborghinis tonight. So this is Trends Hobby number 107 and 108. And packaging boxes are pretty nice. I like them quite a bit. They've got all their licensing on the back. Lamborghini licensing and then also DTM licensing, which is good. Yeah, like my one major complaint with these is put a little bit more info on the packaging. Like they put enough to where like it's okay, but they just don't have like at least put the year of like the race. Like obviously we know it's DTM, but like put the year, maybe put like the drivers. I don't know. That's just my thing, but because like I said, I'm not exactly sure what year these are from. They might be 2024, they might be 2025. I think they're 2025. But yeah, that's my one small gripe with Trends Hobby. Other than that, I'm really liking what this brand is putting out. So, but yeah, these are the first Lamborghini Huracan GT3 castings that have been released. There's some more of them on pre-order. I'm definitely going to be getting all of them, I think. I mean, unless they end up being really bad, but I highly doubt that. But yeah, they're doing a lot of Lamborghini, a lot of Porsche. What else are they doing? They're doing some Toyota stuff, like they did the LC 250 Land Cruisers. Yeah, lots of Lamborghini and Porsche so far. They've done some McLaren too, but anyways, let's jump into them. So this is number 107. And both of these liveries are going to be really similar, so we can kind of just do them both at the same time, I think. But yeah, nice sturdy boxes. Get them pulled out here. Oh, okay. So the inside of the box actually has these little Trends Hobby logos on it, which is kind of cool. Not really important, but they do have this little foam brick in the bottom of the plastic tray. I'm not sure why. Maybe to make it easier to put into the box. Maybe add a little bit of weight to it. I'm not sure. Other than that, it's just like this little clamshell type thing. They've got a little piece of like a waxy plastic there to, I assume, protect the top of the car from scratches. So yeah, here is the car. We'll just go ahead and get this stuff all packed back up, or at least set off to the side. And let's get this one out. So yeah, same thing. It's got this little foam pad. I don't recall the other ones having that. At least not in the regular box style. Maybe this is something new that they've decided to do. This company is, well, I mean, I feel like Trends Hobby's been around for a bit, but they haven't really started doing like mass-produced stuff. Like I think they've done stuff for other companies, and actually, I don't know. Maybe they are just a brand new thing. I think they're getting their licensing from their whoever their parent company is. But yeah, there's the information on the back again for this number 107, and then there's the back again for 108. So I got these on RC Mart, which is where I get most of my stuff. But I paid $14.88 each for these. So just round up, we'll say $15. This puts them almost exactly with Mini GT pricing. Now, you also have to realize RC Mart is like one of the cheapest places to buy diecast for some reason. Like their prices are always very, very low compared to most other markets. And so these are going to be closer to $20. Like if you get them from these, they actually do have pretty good distribution. Pretty much anywhere else, even looking on AliExpress, it seems like these are going to be about $20, which so far for what we get, I think is a really good price. But yeah, I paid $15 for these on RC Mart. It seems like their first few waves of cars they had priced lower. It almost seems like it was kind of like an entry price. They're kind of going up now, like some of the Porsches that are on pre-order and some of the other Lamborghinis. They're kind of between like $17 and $18. And then obviously like 20 to 25 from a lot of other retailers, which I think is pretty fair. And then like for these Taycans, I paid $9 each for those, but now it seems like their non-race car models are going to be up in that like $10 to $12 mark, right around Mini GT. So still, I feel very nicely priced. Get pre-orders in for these if you can, if you want them, because they do seem to be selling very fast. Like these are already sold out, and they just released. But anyways, let's take a look. So I really like these liveries. I love this neon green and black combo. Oh, okay, so that answered my question. It says DTM 2023 on it. See, like that's why they need to just have it on the packaging. So 2023 models, these are the EVO2 Huracans, which is pretty cool. I don't remember exactly what the changes were between the EVO and the EVO2, but so far, just looking at it, these look really nice. These look really nice, actually. Very crisp headlight detail. It's actually like a little separate raised piece down behind the lens. Mini GT, I think, just paints them in. I see lots of good carbon fiber detailing on it. We've got some detail down in the radiator. I see a little fan down in there, and it's actually like molded into it. Wow, pretty good so far. Whole entire livery itself looks really good too. I'm kind of checking for like decals. This whole livery seems to be pad printed, which is amazing. This already puts them way above like Tarmac Works Global or Hobby 64. So yeah, really nice so far. I'm not really seeing any decals. Everything looks very nicely done as far as like the paint job and all the little things going on. They do have the photo etched metal wing supports, which actually look really nice, very intricate, but they feel very sturdy. So that is good. These should have brake details. Yes, they do. It's a little bit hard to see because the wheels are black and the spokes are kind of small, but they do have slotted silver rotors back there, and then also the caliper detail is pretty nicely done. It's really hard to see with this lighting. I wish I could get a better... There you go. You can kind of see in this back wheel right there. So very nice brake detail on these. Of course, you also have the Pirelli P0 tire printing, which is awesome. So yeah, very nice wheels, very nice brake details, and I believe that these should both roll pretty nicely too. Yeah, these roll nice and smooth. Pretty much the same as like a Mini GT would. So yeah, these are, well, this one's getting a little bit stuck. But yeah, I'd say that these roll very well. So that's a huge thing, especially with all the detail they're packing into it. So yeah, they roll, they've got nice brake details, tire printing, really, really cool. Is there color on the interior for these? The seats look just to be black, but I think the actual floor of the car is silver. I do see a little red fire extinguisher on the floorboard over here. And then obviously the roll cage looks like it's done in white for this one. So there's a little bit of color on the interior. That's nice. Yeah, it just looks really good. Here's the back. Taillights look nice and crisp, acrylic. It's got a little bit of a like red print on it. There's some like a little bit more carbon work on the back. Silver exhaust tips. Yeah, this looks really nice. Also, these do have metal bases, so they've got nice weight to them. Pretty much the same as like a Mini GT. Wow, man, these look good. Lamborghini print. Yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. I think these are way better. I think these are a lot better than Mini GTs. So yeah, there it is. There's a little bit of a text on that front grille in there. Carbon fiber work actually looks really good too. They even did it on those little canards on the side. Got the Decra box with the number 92. Very nice. Very, very nice. And it's also got the 92 on top. And these rear hatches do come off to reveal some engine detail. I'm not exact. Oh, okay. So you can just kind of, it's got this like air scoop. You can just kind of pull up on that and remove it. It feels like it's held on with magnets. Yeah, so there's one magnet on the like back side of it. So there's that little piece. As you can, I mean, even this, it's got nice prints. It's got the little arrows. The little fin is nicely done. Like, very cool. So there's that little piece there. And then here is a look in the engine bay. So it's got the little, like little carbon fiber air tube that connects to this, this air scoop. You can see part of the roll cage as well. And then I guess there's not really too much in there. Obviously, this air scoop is feeding engine into the air intake manifold for the motor, and so that's kind of sitting on top of it. So I think right under this little carbon fiber thing is where the engine is. Yeah, I can kind of see the side of the valve covers. So the engine's kind of below that. There's not really a whole lot to see there though. And then I don't know what this little silver thing behind it is, but that's there. And then it looks like there's a little bit of like brown tubing. That's probably for the exhaust. It looks pretty in line with the exhaust tips on the back. So I mean, that's pretty nice detail. That's definitely nothing to complain about. That's definitely really nice. So there's that. I think that's really all the features that this car has, but everything just seems to be really well done. So that just pops back in there. It's not going to fall out or anything. It's nice and solid, but it's easy enough to remove. So execution on the opening part is really good. And also, again, this is one of those things where it's like, if I didn't know that was there, I probably wouldn't even realize this thing had opening parts. Like the panel gaps are not very large. It's all very like secure and tight. There's no big gaps or anything. So that's always my number one thing with the opening parts. So far this is pretty nice. And then it's got the mirrors as well, which I think are just hard plastic. Yeah, these seem to just be hard plastic, but they're molded pretty nicely. This is good. This is very, very good. So yeah, there's the number 92 car. Let's go ahead and look at this number 94 now. So again, DTM 2023. These were like brother cars on the track for that year, I believe. And yeah, more of the same thing. Livery is pretty much the same for this one. There might be some slight sponsorship differences. Obviously, less different driver names, different number, but other than that, they should be pretty similar. And yeah, these things just look really nice. Oh, very cool. This one's actually got some red accenting going around that back portion. This one just had the lime green. So there's some red back there. I also did notice that the mirrors on this one are that reddish color too. Headlights look really good. Yeah, this is just very, very, very good execution on these. There's the engine detail. Looks to be the exact same, which I would kind of figure. So there's that. Yeah, these are really well done. Metal base again. I really like these. Yeah, I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna be collecting pretty much everything Trends Hobby does, as long as they continue to do models this well, at a good price point. I think they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be one of the more popular, more successful brands. But they have to continue having good quality and good execution like this. If their quality kind of goes to crap and they, drop down to maybe Tarmac Works level, then maybe not worth collecting a ton of them, kind of just being like with Tarmac Works, just selective. But right now, these things are really, really nice and for a really good price point. So I'm very happy with these. These are awesome. I really don't have a single thing that I could say about these to make them better. They don't have any annoying antennas on top that are going to break and also just don't scale down well. Like everything is just really well done. Everything's really well done on these. I do not have a single complaint. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the only complaint I have with Trends Hobby in general is just put a little bit more information on the packaging. You've got plenty of room, on the back, like on the front, on top, whatever. You have plenty of room. Just put a little bit more information. If you're going to do race cars, put a little bit more information, like about the event. Like at least put the year and the series, or the year and the race, right? And then for your stock cars like this, put the colors on it. Even if it's just a generic green or a generic purple, at least put the color on it. Like, it doesn't say anything. And a lot of these companies have pretty cool like paint names. At least I think so. I'm kind of a nerd about that kind of stuff. So maybe it's one of those things that's I only care about. I'm not sure, but I would like to see Trends Hobby just put a little bit more info on the box. That's all I'm asking for. I do not have any other complaints. These Lamborghinis are phenomenal. Pick them up if you like them. You'll be very happy with them, I think. And before we go, I actually do have a couple Mini GT ones right here, and the Mini GT ones have been getting better as well. So I'm not knocking Mini GT here. This is just the most recent GT3 EVO2s they've done. I kind of wanted to see how they scale with the Mini GTs. That looks pretty spot on to me. They both look pretty much the same. The wing on the Trends Hobby is a little bit wider, but this is also an IMSA car and this is DTM. They might have had like slightly different, slightly different specifications for certain things in different series and whatnot. But the actual scaling of these looks very spot on. They look pretty much the same, which is a good thing because we all we should know by this point, Mini DT is usually pretty rock solid with their scaling. So, like, comparing something to a Mini DT is usually a pretty good idea of how the scale is. I actually think these look really good side by side. At least now that Mini DT has tire printing. If this was one of the ones that didn't have tire printing, then no. But I actually do think these look pretty good together. The Mini DT's always been pretty well detailed and stuff. So yeah, these are pretty nice. Obviously, the Mini DT doesn't have brake details or the opening hatch, or the photo etched wing. But other than that, these actually, I definitely think Trends Hobby is one of those brands that fits in with the Mini GT lineup pretty well. That's one thing that, and maybe it doesn't really make sense because it's apples to oranges comparison. But one thing that I look at when I collect a lot of different brands, especially new stuff, is how well does it look sitting next to a Mini GT? Does it make the Mini GT look like crap? Okay, that's usually a positive thing. Does it fit well with the Mini GT, but also it's a little better? I think that's what Trends Hobby does. Does it look worse than a Mini GT? Okay, I'm not collecting it then. That's kind of like, it's not really any type of rule of thumb, but as long as it looks good or better than the Mini GT, it's usually pretty good. And I also just really like when they, different brands look good sitting side by side, like it doesn't make the other one look like shit. But yeah, anyways. Really nice castings. Let me know what you guys think as well. Don't miss out on these. If you like them, go order them. Go find somewhere to order them. I think these are worth every bit of $20 to $25. I really do. These blow Tarmac Work Hobby 64 out of the water, and those are like $25. So I think if you can get them for $25 or less, absolutely pick them up. They're really good. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.